My name's Dee and welcome to Sunchild Tarot. Now this is a general reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, whatever area of your chart you're wanting to have a look at. There is a link in the description down below if you're wanting to get yourself a free birth chart from AstroSeek. Now, as a general reading rules apply. So I've actually just done a reading for Capricorn where roles could indeed be reversed. So I'm happy saying it again. Roles could be reversed because the cards don't come with name tags. So if there's someone else's influence in the reading, I will read the influence and the action. Might be you, might be them. Normally I get that spot on. In the Capricorn reading, it was a little more opaque, which was which. Timing is far from absolute with tarot. It's a general reading, as I say, but I do invite you to ask a question beforehand. So pause the video if you need to. Think about all the questions that are around you. Focus on one of them, but be aware of all of them because the cards will answer whatever they choose. And not necessarily what you or I always think is the most pressing question. There's a past and a present with this spread. So if the past and the present don't fit, don't try to make it fit. Go and watch your moon sign, go and watch your rising sign. In fact, I would say always go and watch your rising sign if you know it, because that's the most important one in ancient astrology. The only other housekeeping thing to say is there's a link down below for the Facebook page for this channel. I post these videos, obviously, and a lot of the astrology videos, you know, the weather forecast type that I watch. I try to make it a bit of a one-stop shop. And more importantly, there is there's an inbox there. So if you need to, or if you want to contact me directly for a personal reading, that's the way you do it. Now, let me just bring the cards up. So Aquarius, we've got the Nine of Swords for how you're feeling at the moment. So it looks to me like you're feeling pretty damn miserable and limited with the Devil card here. But there's an awareness with this Lover's card that there is you're aware of a pressing choice. Now, looking how these other two cards are emotionally linked, it's almost like you have a choice whether to feel these emotions or not, or more to the point to, I don't want to say feel, engage with these emotions or not. But there is numerous worries, numerous stress, numerous, oh my God, going through you at the moment with this Nine of Swords. But remember that nines can very much be about rebirth. So maybe this is a point of actually facing fears that are out there. Maybe, hopefully, fingers crossed, putting them to rest. But since we've got, no, wrong deck. Since we've got the Devil card, I always like to clarify the Devil card with my Demon Possessed Tarot from Bloodstone Studios, quick plug. I'm not on their payroll, I just really love this tarot. So we've got two here. Three. Right, so we have the Hanged Man, the Ace of Cups, and the Seven of Cups, clarifying this Devil card. You've got options on how to deal with these limitations. There is a chance of a new dream. Things aren't abiding by the nature of that new dream. It's almost like, I think what I was getting from this Lover's card here, there's something that you are considering committing to. And looking at those cards, and more importantly, the Oracle cards that are around, I would say that maybe committing to this new dream, this new path forward, this is what I want to do. It feels very, very active with it being this Ace of Cups rather than any of the others. This Ace of Cups with the Goetic Spirit Bua on it, I always feel is really active and practical. Bua teaches philosophy and the uses of herbs. He heals all diseases and disorders, brings good familiars. So Bua is really about getting into the nitty-gritty of things and the practicality of things. I'm drawn from the practicality because from the Moonology deck we have the balance, spirituality and practicality. So if you're maybe feeling limited about some dream that you are wanting to pursue, one, I would say some of those limitations are illusory. Because you have, with the Seven of Cups here, with Ose, you have a lot of options on how you can pursue what you are wanting to pursue. And also with Ose, makes one cunning in liberal sciences, gives true answers on divine and secret things. There are secret ways for how you can proceed forward. There are many options on how you can proceed forward, and within the limitations that you are feeling, you can be cunning and still find a way to exercise this dream. Because yes, the fact that your dream has suddenly got hit, feels like it's hit a brick wall, it is confusing, but it's there deliberately to make you find another way to achieve it. So it's almost the thing that Ose always tends to manifest as a cheetah, or here he might be a leopard, but I'm going to go with cheetah because he's got spots. And there's that sense of needing to think fast, the cunning again. And the reason I get all of that is the whole balance, spirituality and practicality. Do what you can to pursue your dream in the confines that you have at the moment. But we have following your bliss from the, which one's that? The Gateway Oracle. We've got Golden Palace, which is this beautiful space. You know, think Wonder Woman's Paradise Island. It is an idealized place to be, an idealized target to achieve, but it is something that you can make real, that you can work to change the world around you, however small that world may be at the moment, into this thing. Because we also have Schlegiel, Angel of Snow, from the Angelarium. Now, Schlegiel crosses the snowy, damp, miserable, cold, biting wind, frozen rain, miserable, cold, barren wastes, and sings, and finds the beauty in it, and finds the joy in it, and finds that makes the best of a bad job, I think is a good way to sum it up. And there are clues around you, because we've got this listening card here from the Wisdom of the House of Night. But we have Golden Empress, which one is very much about you. Okay, that's not what it says in the book, but what's going into my head is, again, improving the environment that you are in, but also recognize what it is that you have achieved already. That's the real message of the Golden Empress. If you look at the book, a Mausolea Oracle card deck, that one. But yes, there's rules and strictures around you, but that is crying out, because Seven of Cups again here, look, with Ace of Swords for clarity. So yeah, there is rules around you, but it's requiring that you almost that you rebirth yourself, that all at once you accept the knowledge and wisdom that you have gained already, but you also become the child that has that divine naive is the wrong word, but divine innocence, the child that does not know yet to say that's impossible. That child is there to be birthed out of you to say, when you see something that's impossible, it's not possible the way you were thinking of doing it. So, hey ho, let's find another way. Because that's what the Seven of Cups is saying. Plenty of options. And this limitation that's been around, I mean, there's been enough debate on it. There's been conflict around it. You've been trying to set your own empire, trying to set your own rules, and you've been hemmed in. There has been debate, conflict about trapping you into facing some form of fearsome beast. This is 5 Egyptian warriors, priests, whatever, facing off against a hippo. Now, hippos may look cute, but they are one of the most dangerous creatures to man in nature. So, you know, fighting a hippo is not a sensible thing. But it's something that if there is a hippo in front of you that you would have to face, or either that or get away from it quickly. But you are feeling limited here, so getting away isn't so easy. But defining how you are going to have that encounter is what's been the important thing. This is designed here to bring you into your own power, to get you into that point of a better space. And 5 of Swords here, but this is when I looked at it, because I had a quick look through some of the piles before I started filming, and what struck me when I saw this card was, yeah, the angel is picking up the swords like the spoils of war, but she's about to take one or both swords out of this skull as a result of the conflict that has been around. So this could be internal conflict, this could be conflict with somebody else. Looking at this 9 of Swords, I'm more tempted to say internal, but it could be a row with somebody else. But as this angel removes these swords, they free up the skull. They free up that sense of, not even sense, no, that's not the right word. They free up this source of wisdom. Once your empire has been set through limitation, but if it's got borders, it means that there is a space within that you can move. And by moving within that space, you are going to be taking yourself to a better place. Now, taking yourself to a better place could mean emotionally, could mean physically, could mean, philosophically, whatever. If you are geographically locked, then you are going to a better place in one of the other methods, one of the other alleys that I just mentioned. But this is what is going on now, is designed for you to learn how to express your power, because there is a shattering. Oh, the Tower. Right. Follow me on this one. The Tower, clarified by the Tower. Clarified by the Emperor again, but let's compare these 2 emperors. This new one is sat down, is far more in thought, and also there's an element of more power with this emperor, with the rainbow and stars coming from his stave, caduceus, globe. Oh, Queen's got one, one of them sticks with a ball on the top, globe on the top. Although it does have wings, so it's sort of not really a caduceus. It's got a world on the top. I totally forget the name of what that thing is. But he's also... Ooh, let's do it so it doesn't... There you go. He's also got his eyes closed and he's listening. Again, that sense of wisdom coming in. Where was that Ace of Swords? Is it? Yeah, here. There is some form of good advice coming to you at the moment. There is some form of something that you need to listen to, listening card, that it will enable you to make the best of a bad situation, a limited situation, but with the way these cards are falling, it's almost like you have been limited in order to discover that you are not limited, if that makes sense. Because there's so many options that you can use. in a way that is will create some so here, Ten of Swords, Ace of Swords beneath, clarity coming. So there is this Ten of Swords is putting the end to a torment. So we're going from the 9 here to the 10 here, which is just the very close future. It's like, yeah, you're agreeing to take on a burden, to do what you want to do, but to create something pure and physical and real and in the 3D world, in the here and now. Something that is actually divinely blessed. 3 of Cups. Here I'm seeing representing the Trinity, but the cups representing emotion, of course, with the Star card, which is why I'm getting that divine, you know, like the information download, especially with Ace of Swords. Whatever is going on in this card, if you are limited in some way, there's a reason for it, and the reason for it is for you to discover how you're not limited. Let's think about, say you're in a confined space. There is, in effect, an infinite amount of space in a confined space. Follow me on this. I'm going into the geekdom again. Think of the concept of the microverse, that you shrink down and down and down and down and down, and you get to the point where atoms and electrons and nuclei become stars and planets. You know, there is, in a fractal design, there's an infinite pattern repeating, smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. So the more you can focus on the small things, the greater the effect you can have on that limited environment. But also the small things give you the small accomplishments. Okay, that's why I wanted to bring up microverse, is it? Because around you, someone is offering you, devil again, so they're recognizing how limited that you are feeling, but they are offering you some form of emotional succor, or some form of, I feel both good and bad about this 6 of Cups. It's that nostalgic feeling being offered to you as a gift, and it is a crutch, but it's a crutch, you know. This that need has to be balanced. Now, someone around you is recognizing the need for that balance. Okay, that's what wanted to come out, what we got. So we've got 4 of Pentacles. They're worried that you're acting too defensively, too trying to protect what you have, rather than diving down deep into it. Because recently, it's not like you haven't had progress or you haven't had achievements. That's the word I want to use. Because Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, slow progress. Slow, but steady, but firm. The foundations of something that is actually now in motion. 4 of Cups, what you had been being guided to, and you were learning to look for your guidance, listen to your guidance, but you felt like you was sort of balancing 2 opposing forces. Yes, you were, and there is something that was saying no. So I don't know whether that's you saying no to a specific emotion, because 6 of Cups here, 6 of Cups here. But this is a very no 6 of Cups. This this mermaid and this land-lying prince or knight or what have you. Yeah, that's not going to work. One breathes air, one breathes water. But there's an immense sense of love but distance. There, I think, is a good way to put it. But that has been a driving force recently for how you are going to move build Knight of Pentacles forward. We've got the All Gifted, and this appeared in the same position as, in fact, did Golden Empress, if I remember correctly, for the Sagittarius reading. And the All Gifted is basically all the happy, happy, joy, joy parts of the major arcana all rolled into one. It's got the wisdom of the Hanged Man, the inner light of the Hermit, the abundance of the Empress, the happy, happy, joy, joyness of the Sun, the movement of the Chariot, the wisdom of the Star, all in one. And so there's been that download to you. So when that download switched off, then it's a bit like After Stage Blues. You know, it's like, no wonder you're a bit sort of, oh, well, I'm not touching that anymore. But the fact is, if you've touched it once, you're always touching it. That comes from a timeless realm. That comes from, if you don't feel it right now, go and feel it in your memory from when it was there, because there are options. It is going to illuminate a way forward for you. Because one thing, you've been here before, and with taking time to rest and recuperate, which again, if you're feeling limited, it's a good time to just rest and recuperate. Last time when you did that, information came to you which led you to a new way forward, that you was like, do I take it or not? Do I go this way or not? And I feel like you may have been blind to the benefits. I think that there may have been a choice in the past that you said no to, that this time the world is saying you should say yes this time. However, we are going to make you work for it. We are going to make you feel all of this. We're going to make you feel limited, so that you work for it, and this time you see the value in going, yes, I am pulling myself out of this. Because you've had, see, there's a lot of completion here. 10 of Cups, happy, happy, joy, joy. 10 of Pentacles, material, happy, happy, joy, joy. With the 2 of Swords, you've not been seeing all the benefits. It's almost like you've been focused on the strategy of how to move forward without seeing what's been around you at the time. And this Seraphine El Cantor, or a Seraphim singer, shows you've been feeling pretty blooming miserable at the moment. But I love this King of Pentacles over the Ace of Swords here. There is a clarity coming to something that you can achieve materially. And if you are genuinely being limited and not just, you know, it's not of your own creation of shoulds and shouldn'ts, and you really should get rid of your shoulds and shouldn'ts. But if there is a physical limitation, there's something that you can still build within that. So, fears and hopes. When will this stress end? 8 of Swords. But there is, it's almost like the World card, the Chariot. That the world can run away without you. That you don't have the sense, that's the wrong word there. The feeling that you can go into the world with the Chariot. Also that events can be taken, what's that? That events could be taking you beyond those limitations. Not necessarily the same ones as what we're on about here. But I think you have to allow events to take you beyond your limitations, just to see what you like once you've passed that border. And like I say, if it's a physical real world limitation, oh well, deal with it, build something within those confines. 8 of Pentacles, yeah, because that 8 of Pentacles, the card of work, the card of study, and the card of work, the card of doing the same thing again and again. If you look, we have a guru and his disciple, and I mean, I'm assuming the child is the disciple rather than the guru. But the Guru is holding the 108 beads of, oh, I don't know what you call the bead chain, but there's 108 beads on it. Where you are doing the same prayer again and again and again and again, because it brings you into a certain space. We have Ganesh sat at the top here, who will recognize that effort and bring good luck, good fortune, recognition in this Three of Pentacles. Again, forward motion in the material world, and the star. There, I'm seeing not just wisdom coming in, but an element of wish fulfillment coming in with it. So that is really, really nice. So follow your bliss within the confines that you're suffering, and also examine those confines. And if they are ones that are of your own creation with shoulds and shouldn'ts, let the world take you out of those limitations and just see if you sink or swim. Because I can tell you, looking at these cards, you will swim. I think, yeah, that's everything that I've got to say there. But I've been going for 23 minutes, so I think that's enough. Right, so the next readings that will be out will be the full moon readings. Obviously, if this means anything to you, please do comment down below, so I don't think that I'm just sat here ranting at a laptop camera. Liking the video helps it get seen more, and subscribe to the channel because, hey, I'm a young channel still. I've just passed my first birthday. I need the subscribers. But seriously, if you want to see more of this stuff, subscribe. We've got a lot more tarot readings and some astrology stuff that will be coming up, and I'm thinking about diversifying into some more stuff, but I've probably said too much there because I'm needing to learn not to promise too much in case the world comes and pulls the rug out from under my feet, because hey, we're all suffering the current astrology at the moment, and it's an interesting challenge. Oh goody, another learning experience. Cheers.